What actually happens in your brain when you're anxious? I'm Ilia Trudeau. I'm the published author of 7 neuroscience books. And as you see here, I have the books, The Power of Auto-Suggestion, I Don't Know How, Frequency of Focus, a lot of them. You can check them on Amazon. But here on this video, I'm going to teach you this topic, what actually happens in your brain when you're anxious. As you see here, I have the whiteboard. I'm going to teach you about the process that's happening in your brain when you are anxious. So let's start. Let's say this circle represents our brain. As you know, we have always this circle that represents our brain. So here in our brain, as you know, we have billions of brain cells. Those brain cells, they are interconnected and they have built your paradigm or mental programming at this moment. And now, here in your brain, these brain cells, they are interconnected and they are controlling the way you think and the way you feel at this moment. Okay? So let's say you are anxious at this moment. And what's happening in your brain? Look, firstly here, in this part, in your brain here, in your memory, some part of those neural pathways have been activated. How? Via your 5 senses. Via your 5 senses, you have activated some part of these brain cells or neural pathways that they are interconnected. Look, here you have 5 senses. Via your own 5 senses, by taking information from your environment, you look at your current results and you see bad things. You see the things that you don't like. And you start thinking about what you don't like that is in front of you. And now, the data that you take from your environment, let's say here is environment. Look, your 5 senses take information via your environment and then activate here. Then it activates some part of the neural pathways that you have in your brain at this moment. And then what happens? Look, here in your brain, you have your own memory. From your own memory, some neural pathways now activated. What kind of neural pathways? The experiences that are in harmony with your current situation or the information that you take via your 5 senses. And now, from your memory, these information, they are activated. And now, the good part is here in your consciousness. In your consciousness now, here you have a negative idea. In fact, you emotionally involved with a negative idea, and now you're feeling bad because you're thinking about what you don't want. When you think about what you don't want, you're going to feel bad. But in fact, feeling bad, it means that your body, your brain, and your entire body, nervous system, it is in a negative vibrational frequency that your brain is transmitting this vibrational frequency now. As you involve with this negative idea, you're going to experience more anxiety. Okay, this is the first key clue here. And then as you think more about that negative idea, then your brain here in your brain, in your memory, you have already the neural pathways. They are embedded and they are too strong. But as you think at this moment, tomorrow, as you think about what you don't want, then you you are making that neural pathways more strong, more stronger, more stronger. There, here in your brain, in your memory. And then what happens? Look, after 1 hour, after 1 day, you're going to start thinking again about that idea automatically, without any conscious consideration, and you're going to think more and more by comparison to today, because you are making that neural pathways more stronger. How you make that? By thinking about what you don't want. And then your brain, here in your brain, you are creating more and more brain cells, neurons, and neural pathways about that thing that you hate or you don't like. Here in your memory, you are creating new brain cells as you think about what you don't want. And then your brain is automatic. It's automatic, and it's going to use these data to force you to think more and more about what you don't want. And beside that, your brain, as you think about something, your brain in fact is transmitting, look, it's transmitting vibrational frequencies out of your brain into the field. And then what happens? Based on the research, the frequency that you transmit from your brain, it affects physical matter all over the world. That's a key. So here your brain transmits, and then those frequencies affect everything, affect people, affect everything. And then what happens? You start experiencing more and more events, situations, circumstances that you feel anxious. You're in anxiety and you don't know why. The why is here because, look, because your brain is broadcasting the vibrational frequencies of what you want and what you don't want. As you think about that, and beside thinking, as you feel that. Anxiety is emotion, you're feeling something, you are like devastated. But here, the brain, as you engage with negative ideas, as you think about them, you are creating more neural pathways, the negative neural pathways that you don't know in your own brain. And then the brain is on automatic mode and it's going to use that thoughts. And then you are going to feel anxiety. You're going to be anxious and you are going to think unlimited. And it will make you sick. Look, you know all the data now. This video is only about the explanation of how actually what happens in your brain when you're anxious. But here I'm going to teach you a little also more about the solution. What should you do? Look, here in the beginning, we said that your brain, you take information via your environment, via your 5 senses, and then you activate some parts of neural pathways in your brain, and then you start thinking about what you don't want, and by thinking more about that, you are broadcasting vibrational frequencies, and you're receiving back also the vibrational frequencies, and this thought is going to be more stronger in your brain forever, unless you make a conscious decision to stop that. But how can you stop that? I know it's too difficult, but if you want, you can do that. Simply by starting using your own imagination. To do what? To imagine what you want. Why? Look, you have here 5 senses. Imagination is one of your mental faculties. And if you use your imagination, then you are going to think about what? You're going to think, let's say, about what you want. Here, you're going to engage with a positive idea. Okay? And if you keep imagining, thinking about that positive idea, the same procedure will happen in your brain. You are going to create new brain cells, neural pathways about what you want. And then what happens? If you keep persisting, then gradually, as time goes on, your brain is going to focus on the thoughts that you like. That's all. And then your brain is going to broadcast the thoughts, the vibrational frequencies of what you want into the field. And then everything will be based on your imagination. You have the option. You have the option now. Either use your imagination to imagine what you want, to start thinking about what you want, or to let your current circumstances to control your thoughts and emotionally engage with what you don't want, and then start feeling anxious. That's all. But you have the privilege of using your mental faculties. One of them is imagination. Imagination is not childish. It is not for children. It is not for kids. It's also for us, for humanity. Most of the entrepreneurs, inventors, the people who do great missions, they use their imagination to imagine about what they want. And I also explained to you about the procedure that how your brain functions with these situations. So now you should take now a conscious decision to start thinking and imagining about what you want. At least 1 minute per day at night before sleeping, imagine what you want. Because if you do so, you're going to create new brain cells as time goes on. If you practice, you're going to create a strong neural pathway in your brain. And then your life will be full of calmness and peace instead of anxiety. That's all, people. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check my other videos. And also, if you like to read, learn more, you can check my books on Amazon. At this moment, I have 7 books that are published, but till the end of this month, October 2025, we are going to have 2 more books. So, enjoy and love you all. And also, let me know your comments. Let me know what you think, that if you want to know more, or tell me about what should I make videos, and just give your ideas, and share also this video with your friends or people that you think they need to know this information. Be happy, love you all, till the next video.